Hi there, welcome to What the Flick. It must be a big day because all four of us are here and we've all seen a movie. What giant film could possibly have brought all four of us together in the same place at the same time?
The most important movie of the year, Deadpool 2.
It is. Christy, Alonzo, Matt, and Ben.
Ben's going to describe it, but before I let him do that, a couple announcements I want to make. Number one, you can go to adamtickets.com because they've partnered with us, and you can get a $5 discount on your first purchase if you enter the code WTF5 when you buy your tickets. Also, you can get the spiffy new TYT app. You can go to tyt.com/app and get the app that's going to give you this show and the main show and old school and all of the cool stuff that you can see. But now in the comfort of your own little mobile device or Apple phone, actually, because it's only on iOS at the moment. Also,
look for TYT Plus in the App Store.
Yes, TYT Plus is the name of the app, or you could again go to tyt.com/app. And then the other big news that I want to share for people that are on YouTube TV, you can look up TYT because we're on YouTube TV. We got a whole channel. It's kind of cool.
Yay! So, we're like a
unfortunately,
real show
Ben's
now.
on it, but whatever.
La-di-da.
Hey, you take the good with the bad.
Yeah, exactly. All right, now you can tell us about Deadpool 2.
Deadpool 2 is the sequel to Deadpool. Sort of I think of it as a cross between like Mississippi Grind and The Proposal. Ryan Reynolds is back. He is playing the same character. Look, man, it's the sequel to Deadpool. Deadpool was one of the funniest, maybe the funniest superhero movie ever made. I think that's fair to say. And in this latest adventure, which again mixes Ryan Reynolds up with the X-Men, which was a nice little thing, I think this is maybe the best sequel ever.
We getting close. You all know the drill. Intercept the convoy. Watch out for Cable.
I ain't letting Cable get to him. But I can't do this alone. We need backup. We're gonna form a super duper fucking group.
It's time to get back on LinkedIn.
Bedlam.
My name's Shatterstar.
Domino, I'm Lucky.
You're no fucking hero. You're just a clown. Dressed up as a sex toy.
So dark. You sure you're not from the DC universe? Ooh. Yeah. Your bullets. They're really fast.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like of any movie ever, like Godfather Part
2,
2,
Gremlins 2. Really?
Best comedy sequel
Boogaloo.
ever.
Okay.
All right. Best superhero sequel ever. Best comedy.
X2.
Yeah. I just think it's better. I think it's again, to use the old Roger Ebert thing. If it accomplishes exactly what it set out to do, right? I mean, there are other.
I think it does more than that.
I think right. It accomplishes what it sets out to do and runs through it. I mean, I saw this with my wife, who could go the rest of her life and never see a superhero movie and be a happy woman, and she laughed from start to finish, and then we're quoting lines afterwards, and still are.
Had you seen the first one?
She saw the first one.
Okay, so she wasn't lost. Like,
No,
why does his face look like that?
No, but I mean, again, I didn't remember. Like, I did not remember until they started bringing
and
it.
you didn't care.
It doesn't matter. And then I remember, an hour and a half in, or an hour in, when they start talking about cancer, I'm like, oh, that's where that's
Alrighty,
why.
it's
That's how this happened. And I don't think it matters. I just don't think it makes any difference.
I was shocked by how much emotional heft this movie had, and I felt a little sucker punched. Not a reference to the terrible movie
no,
Sucker
let's
Punch.
be
not
clear.
good.
I thought this movie, it's hilarious, but there's kind of real emotion there, and I didn't expect that. Similar to the first one. The first one's got, like, the first Deadpool movie is like, oh, this like kind of is a legit love story, and this one, you have Wade wrestling with the responsibility that's thrust upon him and what it means to have family and people he cares about. And I bought it. And I'm surprised. I was shocked. And it's also funny. The action's great. The breaking of the fourth wall, as you expect, is good. And there's good references and fun surprises. And I like this movie more than the first one.
It's a Deadpool movie, that's for sure. If you like the first one, you'll like the second one. It's not that different.
Yeah, no, I had a good time. I think it's really funny. I like the action set pieces. I like all that stuff. But I think there is a certain X factor about comedy sequels where you have to bring it up a notch or you're just telling the same joke again. And to me, this felt like telling the same joke
I
again.
thought-
I am with you on that.
I thought that was exactly what they got right.
Okay.
Being the same?
No, which was knowing that with that burden, and I thought that was a effortful and successful effortful. Pretty sure that's
they
not a word.
efforted. It was a success.
To make that happen, to sort of clear that bar, which I think I agree with you is a difficult bar to clear.
I don't feel that it did, but at the same time, I don't think it did anything wrong in terms of being that movie again. So if you like Deadpool 1 and you want more of that, then you're certainly getting that here, and I enjoyed all of it. I just didn't feel like, we're really escalating this to somewhere else. I get that y'all got that, but
were there
for
as
me,
many movie references in
Yes.
Deadpool in the first one?
Yes.
Every kind of pop culture reference.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
references to other superhero movies, references to Ryan Reynolds movies. He's making fun of himself in this again,
Yeah.
as he did in the first one. So
Yeah,
it's
but
very knowing.
I didn't remember as many. Like it felt me the pop culture references more and more. I miss.
They're all in there somewhere.
Oh,
Pluck 'em out,
Grandpa.
pluck 'em out.
You start hitting an age that all of a sudden you're like, I know that was a thing, and I just don't know what that thing was. But
Maybe see some movies.
But the movie references here, I just thought they were great. I mean, I thought it was sort of a little bit of, it was a celebration of our love of cinema.
Yeah. And the jokes do land for the most part, but then there are some that they just hit a little too many times in a row. There's a sequence of things that happens toward the end that like they just don't let it end. They just keep going and going and going and going. And there's a few examples of that. I don't want to give away what happens, but there are some jokes that kind of beat to death. And there's a bit of a dragginess in the middle.
That joke you're referring to could have happened again.
Okay.
I thought that was
Are we
perfect.
talking about the same joke?
I'm pretty
we'll
sure.
find out after. We're gonna find out.
Of the new
Yeah, I think we are.
Of the new stuff this movie offers, I really like Zazie Beetz. Is that
Yeah,
how you
she's
say her
hilarious.
name?
Yeah, she's
As
great.
Domino. Rob Delaney has some fun stuff.
I love Rob
as
Delaney in
Peter.
this.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was a good bit. The person who plays a Vanisher is kind of funny.
That was
That's a good
Yeah,
bit.
Vanisher bit was fun. Josh Brolin is. I think he was fun in this.
He hits his marks and does what he's supposed to do. I don't find him that fun in this or in Avengers: Infinity War. It's like I don't think he's bad, but I just don't.
He's certainly more fun in this at the moment that there's a turn in his character. Like the first part of it, I don't care about. The first part of it, and the parts I don't care about this movie are only the parts where you're reminded it's a superhero movie, which is why when there's a big fight here, I'll give away one joke, where a fight between Colossus and who does he fight?
The Juggernaut.
Juggernaut.
Yeah. Do I have their names right?
Yes.
Colossus and by the way, I think I just reversed them in my head though of who I think is who. It doesn't matter.
They're both
so
big.
Colossus
is made of metal.
and Juggernaut fight, and he just says, ooh, CGI fight coming.
Yeah.
And sort of walks off screen, and I was like, and that to me, lightened that moment for me because I would have been and was eventually in a certain amount of time, but it bought like 35 seconds of interest in a scene that I normally would have been like, I could go to the bathroom when there's a superhero fight. I do not want to see another one.
Well,
I
it
also
gets to
like.
have its, go ahead.
Sorry, I also like Eddie Marzan.
He's
super.
Oh
always
yeah,
good.
no,
He's always good.
it gets to have its cake and eat it too, right? It gets to have the big fight, but then also have fun with the big fight and know that you know it's the big fight. And they do that quite a bit. And it's a delicate balance to pull off. David Leitch directed this, who did Atomic Blonde.
Yes.
So he's really known for action, but there's some fun in that action as well. And so yeah, it's a tricky thing to pull off. And the fight scenes. They're big fight scenes, but they're staged well.
They're staged
well.
You know,
And they're
he knows what
knowingly
he's doing.
big.
Right? Yeah, and David Leitch did what? He did John Wick, the second John Wick, the first John Wick.
The first John Wick, but
Right.
uncredited. I
So
think
there,
as the co-director. Yeah.
choreography and the stunt big scenes is here. It's important to him clearly, and it's not just a mishmash of overly edited stuff. So yeah, it's all done well.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's a
It's better
Deadpool
than fine.
movie.
But it's a Deadpool movie is different. It's not a Deadpool movie. It's a Deadpool movie.
But the
It's like Anchorman.
But the novelty of that, and I didn't like Anchorman 2 as well,
this
right?
is
The
far-
novelty
this
of it
is
is gone.
a far better
Yes.
sequel than Anchorman 2 is.
Which was
absolutely.
All right.
Right,
Yes.
Anchorman 2 was a
Okay.
B and this is an A. Yes.
All right.
This is absolutely an A. I have, before we get into the numbers, I have a quick assignment for the audience.
love homework.
There was a song playing during one of the fight scenes that, like, you hear the singer saying, "We're gonna fight," and it's not listed on the credits on IMDb, so if somebody knows what that song is,
Oh,
please
I don't remember.
tweet at me. because it was a good song.
I'm not gonna be
And I
around
wasn't
today.
going to whip out my Shazam thing in the middle of the screening.
Told by my wife that during the thing, to get to Matt's point very quickly before we do the numbers, was that there was crying on my part during the emotional moments between.
Well,
Right.
Yeah.
No, you cried in Hotel for Dogs. I will remind you of that every single time.
Also, after much shilly-shallying about people saying in interviews but doesn't really count because they don't do it in the movies, we have a queer superhero now. Negasonic Teenage Warhead has
Yes.
a girlfriend in this
Yes.
movie. Thank you,
Right,
Fox.
right, that's right.
And there's a cute running bit with the girlfriend and Deadpool. They have a
Yes.
nice little
Yes,
they
friendship.
do.
It's
Yeah.
sweet. All right, so what's your number then? Ben, your gigantic number is
It's a 9.3.
Yes, it is.
It's pretty perfect.
Matt?
Yeah, I give it a 9.
Nice.
I give it a 7.5, which is not a bad thing.
No,
It's just,
no.
it's fine. It's good.
I'm saying 7.2. My number's also fine. And I know you're all going to say, no, 7.2. She liked whatever thing better. I don't care. All right, so our number's an 8.3. It's at 85% on the tomato meter, and it opens everywhere that people breathe oxygen.
Yeah, go see it.
Bye.